just make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Allen looks to throw on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Throwing is Allen on third. Wide open receiver complete. A big 30-yard play on third.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A very solid gain of 27. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Gone!
Allen to throw once more. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Meeting the tough yards and running with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off, the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Baby, get him, boy. Here we go now. Green 39.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. C.J. Mosley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Room here to run. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to... Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose.
In good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chain.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
56. Lucky 56. Over. Gone.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, here's Penny. Oh, what a move. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Gone!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. Watkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sammy Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. There the Eagles are back within a score. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. To go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Uses the spin. And able to to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Now this time, Allen will throw. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Gun!
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Detroit! Gun!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Allen. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Check 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll They'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Back to throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Coleman has it here right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. Finds a seam inside the 40. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Watkins, the intended receiver.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
And they'll run it here. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it. Hot. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Leaves it for Penny. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it. I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.